wrote 230, I said 160 and then 90. This is how I split it up. So I did not have to go back referring every time. So I knew, okay, my clock was ticking backwards. I referred, okay, is it 160? So what I did was I was targeting 160 for that 60 questions. So I had to finish 60 questions in 160 time. But I took 5 minutes extra. So I finished in 75 minutes the first set. First set was easy. I did mark a lot of questions for review. I tried to go back and review, but then I left it. I just closed and I closed it. I went for a 10-minute break. 10-minute break, I came back and I started with the second set, the 61st question. And the first 15 questions, I could not understand anything. I was like, oh my God, I do not understand anything of the question. What the hell are they asking me? Because I was finding it extremely difficult to understand. I couldn't understand which process they were trying to ask me. I couldn't understand the options, but then I somehow, because what happened, those 15 questions took a lot of my time. So I think I spent about 85 minutes in the second set. I somehow cleared it. What happened, the first 15 questions were very difficult in the second set. After that, it was easy. I cleared it up. Third section, I had only about around 70 minutes or something remaining. 75 minutes remaining. Third set was easy, like the first set. Third set was also easy, but for the third set, I think I took more time because there was, though the questions were only 3 or 4 liners, the options which they gave was long. So it was taking me a little more time to, analyze the answers, which, to find out which is the right one. So I had to read the options at least 2 times to understand what they were trying to ask me. Because what happens is, in what I've seen is, in the options, when they're giving, probably one part of the answer will be correct, but the second part of the answer will not be correct. So I had to review that a little. So that took a little more time from me. I had just, for the last 5 questions, I had only 4 minutes remaining, and that time was not enough because the options given were longer. So what I did was I quickly started removing, because I started panicking at that time. Last 4 questions, I started reading only the last line and started answering the questions. So I finished 58 seconds early, but
last few questions were like you moved with that ratio.
I moved very quickly, yes.
This is a very good strategy that I always say, that when you have less time, read the last line and move.
Yeah.
This way you can work in the best possible way. Because
Yeah.
which area was more targeted? Because today was a very different thing for me. Asha cleared PMP, you know that, with all above target. Asha exam, they were procurement was very heavy. What about you?
Yeah, mine also.
Your exam procurement was also heavy. So how many questions estimated?
See, in the last section, I had a lot of questions on procurement, and mathematical question on procurement about cost overruns or something, and I didn't have the time to actually sit and do the formula and answer the question. So what I did was I just randomly selected whatever I wanted to in my mind, and I moved on, and I marked it for review, but I didn't have the time to go back for review. But procurement related, yes, I had a lot of questions where probably you can see I had about 10 questions at least, 10 to 15 questions at least, which were not directly related to procurement. But then if you know the process, like if you know where your bidder conference happens and what you do in your control procurement, where you are reviewing the vendor's performance and all those things, then yeah, those kind of questions I had lots.
So that's cover the entire thing. Does our course cover entire thing, or we need to include few more things?
Does our cost?
No. I am asking our course, my course material cover all the things.
Yes. As long as you know, yes. As long as you know the process, as long as you know where your performance reviews are done, which process your bidder conferences are done, because they're asking, the questions are not direct at all, like not a single question. I think only 1 or 2 questions were very direct for me, which asked me which document it is referring to, but the entire 178 questions were all very, very application based, as in they were completely concepts. I could not actually, cannot even now pinpoint, except for this procurement. I knew like, okay, they're asking me for performance review, or they're asking me about bidder conferences kind of questions, and three or four were risk related. But everything was so application based, where you had to apply your concepts and you had to say like, okay, this is what it is.
Okay. Okay.
So I
And do
cannot say, okay, this is from communication or this is from stakeholder. I cannot say that completely. Probably it was completely on a servant leadership mindset, where you had to know how you are going to, take decisions as being a project manager. Those were the kind of way they asked the questions.
Okay, so that was an entirely different thing in your exam. And you see, this is the beauty of PMP exam. You give exam, and then she gave exam, Asha gave exam,
Hmm.
with
Hmm.
only one of a difference. And the entire exam is entirely different. Entire exam is entirely different. And that's where our mentor program comes. How we tailored approach according to the requirement. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have done a lot of mocks, prep cast, and so and so. So which mocks proved to you more useful to you?
I think all of the mocks have proven useful to me, because I had a learning from the entire mock, which I got an overall concept idea. But Prepcast was very close. Even the Udemy, what you gave me was also, I found the last Udemy, what you gave me, right? That also I found it pretty close. Like the concepts were a little close to what they were. But what I can tell you, one thing is like, in Prepcast also, there are some questions which are direct, like, but then these questions were not direct at all. Like, for example, there was something which was related to SPI, CPI. But I was thinking like, oh my god, this is related to crashing. I know this is crashing, but then when I was looking for an option for crashing, there was no option like in crashing. I had to figure out within the four options what is the right option.
Sure, sure. Okay, okay. So, okay. Now you have given us a lot of things, few more things, but just few more things. I know you have a
Hmm.
meeting coming up, lined
No,
up.
no problem.
So, Shashwani, any formula question?
One formula question was there from procurement, which was asking for some cost overruns. I told you I could not figure it out. I didn't have the time to figure it out, so I just selected randomly something. I had drag and drop options, one in each section. They were very easy to the point, like they were asking directly what it means, like what like you need to know what Kanban means or what Scrum means, that way.
Any critical path?
And nothing. I had a question on MBTI. I had
One,
a question on MBTI,
one,
and
you had one
only
question?
one, one,
Okay.
one question, but it was a drag and drop. MBTI was a drag and drop for me.
So,
It was an application based, where some like
I
how
would
how
say
you're going to manage the person.
I would say MBTI is becoming must thing for everyone, that at least one time they should do the survey of MBTI, because if you can do that and let's say you get a question, you can actually
Mm.
clear it. I
Yeah.
give Asha on the last day, actually yesterday, after maybe talking after listening to the GQ interview. So I gave the link to the Asha, and Asha did the personality test. So everyone
Mm.
who's watching here or who may watch it later on, I put the link in the chat box. You can use this and do the free personality test, your MBTI test, to see how do you stand. Okay, Shishwani, if you know agile values and then those Scrum framework, is that enough for a PMP exam?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's enough. No questions on lean, no questions on XP, nothing on crystal, nothing on yeah, nothing on all those DA, DSDM, all that, nothing on those areas.
Which area was more targeted? Stakeholder communication, resource, risk, which was more
I
targeted?
think communication and resource was more targeted, because all questions were around the team and the project manager. So how he's going to communicate and how he's going to make decisions as a servant leader.
So this area need to be figured out. So for all the students who have a simulator which can target some area, so do focus especially on this area. And if you are giving exam in 3 to 5 days, also do some more questions regarding procurement, because procurement is getting more and more. So we need to get a
Hmm.
refocus on this. How to see tomorrow. One more student will give exam, so we'll get more feedback from that student also, how the procurement is coming and how the procurement questions are structured, so we can work on that more. Okay, Shishwani, thank you very much for your time. and you know, I'm not allowing you to leave the group. Each one teach one. You need to teach other PMP aspirant as you are doing right now. You did it for many students. You need to keep on doing. Shishwani, 1 minute final advice. What will you give one advice to all aspirants?
I think um, hard work really works. So I think I will tell everyone to really work hard. Don't go by any other route. I feel extremely happy today that my hard work has paid off. And the second thing is that just to listen to and believe in your coach. And I think I have to really thank you very much for all the push you have given me and the encouragement you have given me throughout my journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ishwani, and best of luck for future
Thank
future
you.
endeavors. I know, as I was saying you multiple times, this is the start of the journey. The
Yeah.
real thing happens after that. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Bye. Thank you.